All right, we're live. Happy New Year.
Happy
Talking
New Year.
about New Year's resignations. Now, I know you've heard the term resolution, which sometimes gets a bad rap because people are not sure what the statistic is, but it's very high that people throw those out the window. I think when you're trying to figure out what you want for your life and you want for your business and you want for the year, I used to think it was so hard sometimes to figure out clearly what I wanted, but it was so clear what I didn't want. And I like this idea of a resolution when it comes to New Year's time. Because what is a resolution? A resignation. What is a resignation? A resignation is when you leave, right?
You resign from
You
something.
resign, you
leave
quit
it.
a
You
job,
quit it.
you
Yeah.
leave it.
Leave it
Um,
behind.
Or it could be you step down. You know, you had a position and people resign from office or they resign from a role in a company, but they take on a different role. And those are the kinds of decisions and questions and things that we've been talking a lot about over the break. We love the Christmas holiday break. I journal a lot of gratitude about being able to be a business owner and make our own schedule and have that time, to plan for 2024. Yes, we recover, but it's also a time of deep planning. And a lot of that is talking about our resignation. What are we not going to bring to the year? What's not coming with us? Who's not coming with us? Are we going to stay in the roles that we have in our company, or do we need to stop doing some of the things that we don't enjoy, or that suck our time or our energy? And what are some of the things? What comes up for you when I say a New Year's resignation versus a resolution?
Well, just like the thinking process to me is like, yeah, I don't want to make a change. Like it almost sounds negative when I make like a resolution versus a resignation. Like
Oh, so you think that a resignation is more positive than a resolution?
to me, yeah,
Okay.
because like a resolution is to me, it's like I have to resolve something I'm doing bad,
I'm gonna fix it.
right? Like,
Fix it mode.
oh man, I got fat. I got to
Mm.
fix that. Why did I let myself do that? Versus resignation is like, no, I'm going to resign from owning that thing.
Or I'm
I'm
not
going to
gonna.
resign from that title. I don't want to be the person. I want to be
Or no, if we're talking about weight, where you were like saying,
sure.
okay, I'm
Yeah,
overweight, I need to fix that. That's my
yeah,
resolution to work out more.
yeah.
That's sometimes harder than saying, I'm not gonna
Own that.
drink beer
Yeah,
during the week,
yeah,
right? Or I'm
yeah.
only going to celebrate on the weekends, or I
I'm
don't
not going
need
to
beer to
snack after
celebrate.
dinner.
Yeah, I'm not going to snack after dinner. I'm going to
Yeah,
have a cup of tea instead of a bowl of ice cream.
yeah.
Or
I'm not going to eat that cake.
yeah, I think it's easier. We don't want to think about those kinds of things, but I think it's easier to decide what we're just not going to do anymore,
Yeah,
or we're not going to take with us.
yeah. I love it.
Yeah, and one thing that helped me is I remember when I did leave a job. I was in a high position in the nursing field, which I did before, the work that I do now.
Mm-hmm.
And it paid great, and the benefits were great, and everything looked good on paper. But the integrity of my leadership team, there wasn't a lot of leadership.
Yeah.
They didn't treat people very kindly, and there were always these battles and these wars between staff and management. And even though it looked good on paper, my whole body was just like, oh, it felt so heavy. It felt heavy to work there. It felt heavy to go into that job every day. It felt heavy to do that kind of work. And they say you shouldn't bring your job home, especially when you're an entrepreneur. Your job is with you
24/7.
24/7.
If you let it.
If you let it, right? If you love it,
Yeah, or if you love it. Yeah.
And I think that's a good gut check that we want you to think about is what are you doing? What are you saying? What are you doing that feels heavy to you? Can you let it go? Can you stop doing it? Can you hire someone to put in its place? Can you get help? Can you make a positive swap for something else?
You have to own it.
Yeah, it's every time you talk to someone about working with you and you get this like weird feeling around it, explore that. Why is that?
Yeah.
Are you not charging enough? Do you not feel your offer is good enough? Do you have to re-look at the product or the service?
Mm-hmm.
Dig a little deeper when those feelings of heaviness come up in anything that you're planning this year. that's what I wanted to share. It's great to have resolutions, but resignations are just as important, right?
Well, if you've figured that out, comment below and let us know, and we'd love to hear your resignations.
Yeah, journal on that. Think about that. Write on that. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.